Hi viewers, welcome to VVRam Techtuts. In this video, we will learn C programming, nested if-else statements and Elsif statements. Nested if-else statements. Nested if-else statements plays an important role in C programming. It means you can use conditional statements inside another conditional statements. Here we can see the syntax. If condition 1, within that we have another if condition 2, and statement will execute when the boolean condition 2 is true. That means if the condition 1 as well as the if condition 2 is the true, then will execute the statements or the code which we given, or else we can it will execute the statement block. Okay, here we have nested if else statement example, and if you see here include standard input function, we have the included predefined headers. After that we have the main function, and from here we executed our code. Here if you see integer type x variable assigned 5 and y is equal to 6. Okay, and here we have the if function and condition x equal to 5, then it will looks into if the if y is equal to 6. That means if the x value is equal to 6 and y value is equal, x value is equal to 5 and y value is equal to 6, if the both is true, that means if x and y is satisfies the condition, then it will executed the printf and it prints this statements. That means executed which we have the statements within this block. Here we have printf, so it prints the value of x is 5 and value of y is 6. Okay, let us jump into our lab session. Here is our nested program. This is our nested if C program. We included the standard input output header, and we have the main function, and we have the integer x and y values. X is equal to 5 and y is equal to 6, and we have the first condition that if x is equal to 5, and second condition if y is equal to 6. That means the if condition, one condition is here, the another condition here. That means within the if condition, the second condition of if is there, so the condition within the another condition is known as a nested. We using the if statement, so it is known as the nested if statements. Okay, if the both condition x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 6, then will it be executed x is 5 and y is 6. Let us see how it is. Go to execute, click on compile, and we got the compiled result, that is error is equal to 0, warning 0, and executed file nested if exe file. Then after go to execute, click on run or press F10. See here we got this result what we have discussed before. Here the value if x is equal to that first condition satisfy, second condition satisfy, so this is the print the output here, value x is 5 and value y is 6. Okay, let us jump into our PPT. Here see Elsif statement, And Elsif statements in C program like another if condition. It's used in a program when if statement having a multiple decisions. Okay, here is our syntax. If condition, will execute the statement 1 if it is a true, else if the condition is not true, if it look into else if condition, it will executed this one if it is condition satisfies. Otherwise else if also not satisfies, it look into else statement. Okay, and here is our example for here see we have include standard input, we included the main headers, and after that we have the main function, and we have the integer a and b, integer variables a and b, and we here it will it will prompt for the please enter value a in our screen. Then after it will scan, f is scans our what we have given a value. That means we assigned a value is integer type, and ampersand a will reads the value what you are given in the our screen. While we are executed our program, it will stores the which you give the a value, that means 1 or 2 the integer values. After that we print the please enter value b. It will ask for you to print the value b. Then we will give the value, that value b will be integer that will stored by the ampersand b. That means the scanf perform the scan, so that means it will stores into the ampersand b as a digit. Okay, digit format. If the a is greater than b, it prints the a is greater than b. Else if b is greater than a, it will print the b is greater than a. Else if the condition a not, if the a condition will satisfy, it will print it, and it will not execute all this. If the a is not satisfies, a is less than b is not satisfies, it will print the if the it is true, it will print this one. Okay, and it will not print this one. That means else statement will not, both are equal, will not print. If the second statement is also else if also b greater than a is also false, and a is greater than b is also false, that means it will not satisfy your condition, then it will look into the else statement and print the both a and both are equal. That means a equal to b. In this way it will print it will perform our program and finally return the value 0. That means if it successfully execute, it returns the value 0. Okay, let us jump into our lab session. Here we have the else if statement. Okay, this is our main function. We have integer a and integer b, and it will print in our screen while we run our program. It asked that please enter your value a. Then we give the value that is integer a type, and that is stored by the ampersand a in the format of integer, the digit format. This is that asked that will performed by the total function is performed by the scanf. And again print f will print on the screen please enter the value b, and scanf will stores the integer type value into the using ampersand b in the digit format. Okay, it will perform this one first. After that, the a value called to here, and b value here. If a is greater than b, if condition satisfies, it will print this statement, and it will not print the else if statement, and else statement will not print, and it will print the a is greater than b. If the condition b greater than a is first, this condition fails, a is not greater than b, condition fails, and b is greater than a, this condition is passed, then it will print this value, this a b is greater than a, and it will not print the both are equal, and this one. If this condition also false, and it will not print this one, and it will, a is false, a is greater than b is false, and b is greater than a is also not satisfies the condition, then it will look into the else statements. That means if statement is fail and else if statement is also fail, so then it look into the else statement, and both are equal, then it prints the both are equal. Okay, let us jump and we perform this task right now. Go to execute, click on compile or F9, 0 errors and executed file is generated. Go to execute and run our program, or click on F10. See here, print f, please enter your value, it is asking. Now if we give any value, the value will be stored by the ampersand a as integer type. Okay, now I am giving some value 2. Okay, then it asks it to print the value b, first condition, that means 2 is 1 I am giving to satisfy the if a is greater than b, so a is 2 and b is 1, that means 2 is greater than 1, that means it will print the a is greater than b. So click on enter. See here we got first it asked for the value a, we give the value 2, and after it asked for the value b, we give the 1, and it satisfies the first one, a is greater than b if condition. Okay, so that's why it prints the value a is greater than b. Okay, see here, first statement satisfies. Okay, again Control S and go to execute and run our program. Again it asked for the a value, I want to give 2 value, and thereafter I want 3 value, b is equal to, it asked to enter the b value, so I am entering the value b is equal to 3 and a is equal to 2, we given, and click on enter. See, it satisfies the else if statement, b is greater than a, so this prints the statement in else if b is greater than a, so it satisfies the second condition. See here. Okay, it satisfies the second condition, first condition false, and it will not print this one because it satisfies this condition, right? Else if b is greater than a is true, so it prints b is greater than a. See here, it's b is greater than a. Before it is prompt for please enter your value, and it is that prints that value, and scan a value, a is equal to 2, and again it asks you to print your value b. Okay, and after that it scan, we give the value that will store into ampersand b as an integer format. See here, 3 values stored, and finally this condition satisfies this so it prints that b is greater than a. Again go to execute and click on run, give the value. It asked you to enter the value a, so I want to give value 5 and enter. Again it asks you to please enter your value for B. So again I want to give the value 5 and enter. See, both are equal. It giving both are equal and return value is equal to 0. That means our condition, our program is successfully executed. Okay. If we see here, 1 minute. Okay. If we see here, uh, it first prompt to enter a value, we give the value a 5, and it again asked value b, and we give the value 5. It stores the value 5 in integer format. First condition, a greater than b, so 5 is not equal 5 equal to 5, but 5 greater than 5 is false condition. It will not executed this statement. And look into the else if b is greater than a, and this condition also not satisfy, so it will not execute this program. And again it looks into else statement. See here, 5 is equal to 5, that's why these two condition is not satisfied. The finally 5 equal to 5 is equal, right? So it will print the statement both are equal. In this way we can perform our C programs. Okay. From these onwards we completed the if else statements, and we will see in the later classes while loop and loops concepts. Okay, thank you.